It's been a very, very, very bad day for the Delhi police today. It seems it just cannot get anything done right. Of course, we've seen how miserably it failed in quelling all these protest, violence, whatever was happening on the streets of Delhi in northeast Delhi. It has now been pulled up, not just by the High Court of Delhi, but also in a way the National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, who has said to NDTV, I'm quoting him, that people were doubting the capabilities and intentions of the Delhi police. This needs to be addressed. People need to trust the man in uniform. He spoke to our correspondent Neeta Sharma, and this is what he said about the Delhi police. The National Security Advisor himself had to go to the streets of Delhi to control the situation in Delhi. He had to tour the entire northeast Delhi. He had to go and meet all the senior police officers. He had to go to Jafrabad. He had to go into the narrow alleyways of Delhi to get the situation in control. It's a shocking situation for the Delhi police, which has completely proven to be incapable of handling any crisis situation in Delhi. They have not been able to handle any protests that happened earlier by the students. They let alone handle it. They, in fact, the way they reacted to peaceful protests was shocking. It was like they lost all their control, and they started beating up students. They even entered campuses. Then we saw a situation where they couldn't handle when miscreants entered JNU campus. Again, we saw them mishandling the entire situation. And now, when the northeast Delhi was burning, where was the police? The police commissioner came out and said that the news channels are showing wrong information, false reports, that there are insufficient troops, there are insufficient boots on the ground. We all know, we've all seen visuals, our reporters have reported this, that there was no police presence, and that the most of the rioters were just running amok. They had full control of the situation on the streets. They were manning the streets. They were walking on the, prowling is the word for it. They were prowling the streets with sticks in their hands, and even there were men who had screwdrivers, any sort of a weapon that they could fashion out of anything. They were walking around with this. It was like the streets of Delhi were taken over by these rioters, these people who were spreading violence for that amount of time. And now it seems it just didn't happen now. You have to realize, for a bomb to go off, you have to light a fuse. So you lit that fuse a long time back when you did not take any action, when there were hate speeches being made, when people are being bombarded with the information of goli maro, goli maro, goli maro continuously, when they're being told that this is against the integrity of the state, the integrity of the country, and that these people are anti-national and they deserve to die, they should be shot. This is what happens when this continuous messaging keeps going for days continuously. The High Court today told the Delhi police that on 15th of December, not February, on 15th of February, these hate speeches were made during campaigning, and you took no cognizance of it. You did not file any FIR. And today, on the 26th of February, still we have seen so many hate speeches. In fact, 4 videos were played out in the court. Now, 4 videos of 4 leaders of BJP. It is quite an embarrassing situation for a party to have their leaders' hate speeches being played out in front of so many legal officers, the judges, the Solicitor General, the police. And it seems the police had the gall to tell the court, the Honorable Court, that we have not heard the speech made by Kapil Mishra. Now, Kapil Mishra was standing next to a police officer while he was making that speech. So how is it possible that Delhi police was in complete ignorance of what Kapil Mishra said? Now, you have to look at the situation that the Delhi police says that we do not know what Kapil Mishra said. So the court at that point of time said, okay, fine, if you've not heard it, we'll make you listen to it right now. You will watch the video right now. And they play out 4 videos which have one MLA, which is Abhay Verma, a very recent video. One Union Minister, Anurag Thakur, the Goli Maro hate speech, not the hate speech, I would say the slogans that were raised. that video, it had Parvesh Singh Verma, the MP, the Member of Parliament of BJP, who went around making such controversial statements about Shaheen Bagh. The men sitting in Shaheen Bagh would be entering the homes and raping our daughters and our mothers and wives. This is a comment he had made. And then these were the three. And the fourth one, of course, Kapil Mishra, who made that speech at Jafrabad, where he openly told the people who had gathered over there to protest in support of the Citizenship Amendment Act, that if you do not make these people who are sitting there against the Citizenship Amendment Act, if you do not make them get up and open the road, we are just waiting for Trump to leave, and then we will not even listen to the police. So, and he had appealed to the people on Twitter to come over there and sit with him and help him in the protest. Now, you have to realize that, of course, now Kapil Mishra is tweeting and saying that, I have not done anything wrong, I have not broken any law, it is my right to get the roads open. Yes, it is the right of the citizens to have a road which is free of any hindrance, which is free of any encumbrance. It's not, but you have to realize that even the court realizes that the right of the citizen to move freely will be given to him. But before you do that, you have to ensure that nobody is hurt in that process, nobody is killed in that process, no property is damaged in that process. The peace and calm of the city is maintained in that process. But of course, Mr. Kapil Mishra does not understand that, and he has very conveniently tweeted and said that I have not broken any law, and that it was my duty, as he says, dharm. Dharm, obviously he's not referring to religion, but he's saying it was ye mera dharm tha, aur isme satya ki jeet hui, that the truth has prevailed. Now, in all this situation, of course, it is an embarrassment for the BJP that 4 of its leaders, their videos have been played in the High Court for hate speech, but it is a huge embarrassment for the Delhi police. And the Delhi police really needs to pull up its socks now. It needs to get its act together. It cannot continue like this, because the NSA has said that the people need to restore their faith in the man in the uniform. And if the people of Delhi do not have faith in the man who is supposed to protect them, then who will they look up to when they are in peril? If it's not the police that we can feel safe with, then who are we going to look at when there is someone coming to either burn our property, kill us, or anything? You have to realize that it is the Delhi police, and the Delhi police cannot be doing apna, tera, mera. It cannot be looking at people, looking at the citizens with that kind of a outlook. And this is what is shocking, and we hope that the Delhi police, after the court has said that our anger should be communicated to the police commissioner, I hope that the Delhi police will get its act together. But because the city of Delhi cannot, it just cannot take any more of these riots or this violence that is happening.